In this adventure, I will take you on the largest lake in Wisconsin, Lake Winnebago. We will boat around some of the largest cities on the lake's west side, see some beautiful homes, lighthouses, and I'll even check out the water temperature. It's cold! Please subscribe to my channel as it helps me grow on YouTube. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Well, I have finally made it. After owning my boat for 7 years, I have made it to the largest lake in the state of Wisconsin, Lake Winnebago. So let me put it into perspective for you on this lake. This is the largest lake in the state of Wisconsin. It's roughly 28 miles long, 10 miles wide. That would be 131,940 acres, by the way. So yeah, that makes it a big lake. And many fishermen consider it one of the nation's top walleye fisheries as well. Plus, there's panfish and sturgeon, catfish, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, muskie, and northern pike. So my calculations are pretty simple on this one. My boat will do about 25-26 miles an hour. The lake is 27 miles long. If we were to go full throttle, it would take a good hour to get from end to end.
We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
All right, so I've got a full tank of gas, a full bottle of water. Let's hit it. Well, I don't smoke, so a bottle of water will have to do it for me. I think that line works better, though, in the Blues Brothers. So, also a little about this lake. The deepest spot is only about 22 feet. That's it, in this huge lake. Behind me, we're slowly coming up to Oshkosh. If you follow along on the channel, that's where I was last weekend for the last video, for the EAA. Behind me, that way, is a town called Fond du Lac. And Fond du Lac is where I did my first video here on the channel. And that's got a population of about 45,000 people. Oshkosh was about 66,000 people. And then way to the north, way out there, that's Appleton, Wisconsin. And we're gonna cover it all here on Lake Winnebago. Lake Winnebago formed about 12,000 years ago when water entering Lake Michigan near Green Bay was blocked by ice. The shores have long been inhabited by the Winnebago tribe, who call themselves the Ho-Chunk tribe. And you'll probably want to get in good with the Ho-Chunk tribe because they own casinos throughout Wisconsin. When I started today's adventure, I launched the boat in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And Fond du Lac is the world headquarters for Mercury Marine. While Mercury Marine has nothing to do with my channel and they don't support it in any way, I am one of their customers and I love the motor on my boat. Turn the motor off just for a little bit, and I just looked at my cell phone on the GPS, and where I launched, which was right back over here. In fact, you could still see some shoreline out there a little bit. I'll zoom in, you can still see some shoreline. That just over past the trees there, that would be Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And as we pan slowly this way, way, actually more out there yet, way out there. Oshkosh is out there, and then of course Appleton is way out there. And when I looked at my GPS on my phone, I've only done about 20% of the lake so far, if that is, and lengthwise that is. And it's amazing because looking out here, I just feel like that there's nobody else out here. And it's such a big lake. I mean, there's people out here. It's a great day. It's hot. It's humid. It's almost 90 degrees. Great day to be on the water. But the lake is just so big. Everyone's able to spread out, and you just don't see anybody as far as the eye can see. And every now and then I'll pass another fishing boat or seen a couple of sailboats so far. And then, of course, over there, I'll just keep zooming and zooming and zooming. You're not going to find the shoreline. This is Wisconsin's ocean right here. It's endless. Well, for 28 miles at least. Well, when it's this hot and this humid out here, and you've got all this water around, got a quick way to cool off here. And there's bugs everywhere. So I'm leaving them. So long! cold! Ah! Woo! So I'm leaving them. So long! Woo! It's cold! Oh, you know, it's really not bad. Other than that initial shock, it actually feels pretty good. I'm ready for a nap. I'm not sure if you could tell or not, but just over here is our first shore landing, and this will bring us to the biggest city off Lake Winnebago, which is Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and the population is about 66,000 people. We'll get a close-up of it. You may start to see Oshkosh slowly coming into the frame here. Oshkosh is the largest city off Lake Winnebago, and you probably know the town from the overalls and the jean company that started here in Wisconsin, Oshkosh B'gosh, as you may know them as. I want to say I read it was 1855 or 1865 that company had began. That was a long time ago. Also, of course, the EAA, the world's largest air show, which was the previous video to this, that's here in Oshkosh as well. Let's go get a closer look of Oshkosh. You probably can't tell, but there's a sailboat over here. Might be hard to see in the frame. And just past the sailboat, really almost 1 o'clock of that sailboat, there's a control tower. And that is for the Whitman Regional Airport, which is where the EAA is held. And if you didn't see my previous video here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which for me was last weekend, and for you is just a quick click backwards on YouTube, check out that video for the world's largest air show. It was an awesome time, and if you've never seen the EAA, you'll want to check that out. On the shoreline here of Oshkosh, and if I zoom back, the camera will show it being a lot further than what I really am. But right in front of me there, and I'm fully zoomed in, looks like some sort of, I don't know if it's a golf club. It looks like a very nice giant White House. As we're going down the shoreline and around Oshkosh here and past this place called the Waters, as I was getting closer to it, you might be able to see here that they have a wedding going on. Is it inappropriate for me to yell, subscribe to my channel? This is called the Brace Point Lighthouse. Now look at that, coming around that building, which I actually thought was the back of the house or the side of a house. Turns out it's a garage. Let's get a closer look. We're kind of blocked by some trees here. So it's a garage that you'll see with a boat in there just behind the Brace Point Lighthouse. I suppose if that's your garage, it's fairly easy to find. Just look for the lighthouse. Then again, there's a few lighthouses along the lake here. We'll try and check out as many as we can. It's a nice looking house too. Wouldn't it just be something if somebody was looking out the window wondering why there's some guy on a pontoon boat video recording their house right now? If you know the people in that house, give them a call and ask them to subscribe to my channel, please. Tell them to like this video, their house is on it. Alright, switching gears from the lighthouse here as we hug the shoreline. Let's go more into Oshkosh. You'll see in front of me there is a bridge up. So I don't think we'll have any problem fitting under there. Must be rush hour, heading into traffic. Welcome back to the city. Look at the size of this bridge and the workings on it. And the building where the bridge, is it the bridge person, bridge conductor, the bridge master? Well, whoever they are, they're slanted right now. Saw the gates on the road go down, and there goes the bridge. That's what I figured. The bridge was going to go up. See, I guess when you're a bigger boat like that, you've got some authority around here. I decided this will be as far as we go because there's just so much of Lake Winnebago and more of the shoreline that I'd like to show you. I did not know Wisconsin had pelicans, and that's what we've got here. Best fishermen in the water. This guy's a little close to the boat. A little close to his propeller there. Smiley, you're on YouTube. Well, just like my video on Wisconsin's deepest lake, Green Lake, there are some beautiful homes along the shoreline here on Lake Winnebago. And as I find them, I'll definitely show them to you as well. Plus, keep in mind there are some more lighthouses coming up that I am finding on the GPS here, so we'll check those out shortly. Check out this house. That can't be someone's house. That thing is huge. Somebody's got their own little resort here, it looks like. Got a great view of the Asylum Lighthouse right now. And we're on the edge of Oshkosh, on the northern side of Oshkosh, and just south of Appleton. Built in 1937, the lighthouse is located in Asylum Point Park. It's not open for tours, but visitors can cross the wooden bridge you see there. And why the name Asylum? Well, there's a mental institution called the Asylum just on the other side from where I'm at right now. In 2007, it received a $4,000 grant for renovations. Now, you won't believe who did the renovations. Inmates at the local prison. Kid you not. It's on Wikipedia. Look it up for yourself. Now, they're not the tallest lighthouses out here because, again, even though it's a huge lake, it is an inland lake. So it's not like we're going up and down the coastline of the ocean or anything like that. But this isn't the only lighthouse. No, there's more. Let's go check them out. Looks like an island over here. I know it's hard to see right now on the camera here, but look at all those birds. Bird Island. We got the gatekeeper on the buoy over here. Look at all that. That is crazy. Okay, so we are coming up to the shoreline here of Appleton, Wisconsin. It's just on the north end of Lake Winnebago as we are slowly running out of lake, as you can see. We're about 27 miles from where we dropped the boat in Fond du Lac. And the Nina Kimberly Lighthouse is right over there here in Appleton. Let's go get a closer look at that. So this lighthouse has been here since the mid-40s. The grounds are still open, but the lighthouse is no longer operational, and unfortunately, we can't go in there. But we can look at it. Right now, we're in a little inlet cruising into Nina and the Appleton area, and we have some birds here taking a bath and enjoying the water. Look at all these guys, just having a good time in the lake. Like I did a few minutes ago, except it looks like they're tolerating the temperature better than I did. This is the Nina area, just outside of Appleton. Appleton's got a population of a little over 76,000 people. So Appleton and the Fox Cities is basically 18 communities along the Fox River and Lake Winnebago, and they're known for shopping, the Harry Houdini, and the Mile of Music Festival. Not sure what that is, but with Houdini in it, I'll bet it disappears. And then, of course, there's one of the largest children's museums in the entire Midwest right here. And also a minor league ball team and great trails make this a fun destination for the whole family. As we head out of the Nina Appleton area, I'm going to show you along the shoreline some of these homes. They are just incredible. As we make our way back to Fond du Lac, which is 27 miles that way. This one has an outdoor pool with a diving board over here. Okay, we're starting starting to do the cruise back towards Fond du Lac. It's going to be about an hour ride or so. And you can see we have a filtered sunset looking kind of west-west-north. But there is one more lighthouse I want to show you before we pull the boat out of water in Fond du Lac. And wrapping up the journey on Lake Winnebago, this is the Fond du Lac Lighthouse. This is where I started. So this lighthouse was built back in 1932. And from my understanding, when they built this lighthouse, they wanted it to be iconic, kind of like the Statue of Liberty going into Ellis Island at New York, or the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. They were looking for something iconic here in Fond du Lac. So they came up with this lighthouse. Somebody's got to tell them there's other lighthouses around the lake, but it is probably one of my favorite lighthouses that I've seen on the lake so far. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Just click on that thumbs up button. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't thought about it, subscribe to the channel. As you know, it's absolutely free, and I do new adventures weekly, and I'd love to have you come along for the future ones. You'll see me on the next one. Thank you so much for coming out on Lake Winnebago. And over the shoreline, and over my left shoulder, along the shoreline, is more of Oshkosh, and travel into Oshkosh a little bit. About 27 miles from Appleton all the way here. This lighthouse, which is slowly falling out of the frame, I see. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. As we head out of the Neenah, well, that was close. As we head out of the Neenah, Appleton. Need to hire real talent for this. As we head out of the Neenah, Appleton, Oshkosh, well, actually Oshkosh is south. Son of a. As we head out of the Neenah, Appleton area, I'm going to show you along the shoreline some of these homes. They are just incredible. As we make our way back to Fond du Lac, which is 27 miles that way.